people, welcome back. I'm Anna and today is January 2nd. It's the beginning of a whole new year after we had such a shit show of year last year. And I'm very excited for a new beginning. I'm more than motivated to make this year count since last year was a little bit uncertain. Needless to say, none of us could have even imagined what was gonna happen last year, so this year feels like we're a little more in control. We are not planning for any global pandemics. So let's get into vision boards. I have made vision boards, dream boards, action boards in the past, and I feel like I haven't really put my all into vision boards before, but finally this year I feel like I have so much I want to focus on during this year that a vision board may actually help.
For those of you who've never made a vision board before, basically it's a collection of images that represent the life you want to achieve, whether that's in the next year or the next 5 years or the next 10 years, but what you can do, the actions you can take towards that goal now.
I personally think there's 5 things that should be represented in every vision board, like 5 things you must include in your vision board in order for it to work, and that's what this video is about. I'll tell you guys my 5 main things that I feel like should be included in every vision board, and I'll show them on mine. I'll show you guys my vision board for this year. So let's get started. The first thing that I think should be on every vision board for me is health and physical. I think these two are such an amazing, such an important part of our everyday life, of our well-being. You can't do well financially, you can't do well spiritually if your health is lacking. I think it's so important. So my goal for this year on this category is to work out at least twice a week and drink 3 glasses of water a day. I know this sounds like bare minimum-ish, but I feel like it's what's achievable for me and my current lifestyle. Obviously, if I end up doing more than this, I'll be more than happy, but as of right now, I want to set a realistic goal for myself. Number 2 for me is financial and professional. Financial and professional are mostly what people think when they look at a vision board, like where people envision themselves. It's a huge part of manifesting, huge part of creating an ideal lifestyle for you, like the image of what you want. A lot of people think, oh, the house, the car. It sounds shallow, but it's true. I feel like it's a very common theme from vision board to vision board. Like most people think about financials a lot, so obviously include that you're not shallow for thinking that. You're not shallow for trying to attract money into your life. We need money to survive. We need money to afford a roof over our heads. You need money to afford food. It's ridiculous to look down on people who just want to do better financially. So my vision board actually includes some financial and professional goals of mine, like growing my YouTube channel, doing better in my career, a work promotion, like things like that. And obviously these goals are not set in stone. My goal for this year with my YouTube channel is to achieve 500 subscribers or more. So yes, it may happen and it may not happen, but I'm definitely gonna work towards it. Number 3, mental and spiritual goals. I think this is so important. I don't think any sphere of your life can go well if you don't have these 2 under control. I feel like this is so important, and so many people kind of forget about this when they're designing their goals for the year. My mental goals for this year is to remain grateful. I feel like it's so easy to just get wrapped in to your goals and saying, I haven't achieved this yet, I don't have this yet, I have to keep working for it, and just forget about what you already have. It's so common that that's not something I want for me. I want to remain grateful for what I have. I want to be reminded of what I have. I think it's so important to remain grounded and always stay thankful for what you already have in the process of achieving those goals that maybe they're not in your life yet. So mental and spiritual, I think they're so important. I also want to work more on how I talk to myself, and this sounds like kind of crazy, like how I talk to myself, but it's honestly very important. How you talk to yourself is everything. Like that self-love is not just getting yourself in a bathtub and doing your skincare. I feel like how you talk to yourself, the things you tell yourself are even more important. If you tell yourself you're a successful person and you're gonna get there and there's only good things stored in the future for you, that's what eventually is gonna happen. But if you're telling yourself you're not worthy and that you're not important and you're never gonna be perceived as somebody who deserves respect, that's also what's gonna happen. So definitely I want to be kinder to myself. I tend to be a little harsh on myself. I tend to, because I haven't achieved certain goals that I feel like I should have had already by now, I tend to be a little harsh. So that's something I'm trying to eradicate this year. I'm trying to be kinder with myself. I'm trying to only speak to myself in a positive way. Number 4, something that I feel like it should also be on your vision board is affirmations and yes ideas. What do I call a yes idea? ideas and thoughts that bring you happiness, that make you feel better, that leave you in a better mood right after you read them. In my case, I included on my vision board the definition of metanoia. Metanoia, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I hope I'm saying that right. Metanoia? Metanoia?
Metanoia.
The definition of metanoia is the journey of changing your mind, your thoughts, and just how you perceive yourself and the world through the ideas that you constantly think. So it has a lot to do with your dream board. Like if you're only thinking positive, obviously you're only gonna see positive. Unprecedented events like a global pandemic that can kind of alter your positive thinking, but it's the idea that you have to remain positive and you have to remain attracting the things you want in your life. Another example of this one for me in my vision board, if I'm looking down, that's because I have it right in front of me, is if not now, when. I wrote this on my vision board. I have an image of it on my vision board and it says, if not now, when? So often in the past I feel like I told myself, it's fine, I'm young, I still have time to achieve these goals, and I do. I'm only 22. I want to create a sense of urgency in my life. Pretty much I just want to kick procrastination's butt. Like I'm such a procrastinator and I hate it. It's something that I definitely want to work on, and ideas like this, like yes, ideas that put me in a better mood, that motivate me, I feel like are so important on a vision board. Like it's not all about the money, it's how you want to look or who you want to be. I feel like it's also so important to just be in a better mood about it, think better things. And the fifth and final one for me is present and grounding thoughts. What's a grounding thought for me? What I already have. And this one goes hand in hand with the third one, where with mental and spiritual, because I talked about being grateful. And grounding thoughts and present is, like the word says, what's in the present, what I already have. I already have somebody I love with me, and I have a dog that I love, and I have a house that I love, and just keeping those ideas in mind. Even if this is not my dream home, it's a great home. And my dream home may be on my vision board as well, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping what I have in mind. That I'm keeping my relationship, I'm keeping my family, and I'm keeping the things I am grateful for in mind. So I wanted to include this. I want to feel calm, I want to feel happy when I look at my vision board. I don't want to feel overwhelmed with all the goals I haven't yet achieved. I think it's also important to achieve a balance between what you want and what you're willing to work, and how much you're willing to work for a specific goal, and remaining grateful and remaining balanced and remaining just happy with who you are. I am not an expert on vision boards. I think these are just ideas that maybe I feel like would work for me, and I hope they work for you as well. Keep in mind that even the thought of making a vision board, of trying to group your goals together, it should already motivate you. You're already going into the year with positive thoughts, with ideas of achieving new goals, and that should be enough. I am so proud of you if you're even considering making a vision board. I have, like I said, my favorite flower here. It says 2021. I have some of my fashion goals for this year, to finally start dressing more like I want to dress and not how I think I should dress. I have little things like this that say self-love. I have, like I said, reminders of what I already have, which is my boyfriend and my dog, and how much I love them. Just a little reminder of just the things that keep me going, that keep me happy, that keep me centered. I have kind of like dream houses. This house was right next to my high school when I was growing up, and I was always in love with that house. I thought it was the most beautiful house I had ever seen, and someday I hope to have a place like that. I have some books because I'm trying to read more this year. I'm gonna be hanging this on my bedroom so that I look at it every day before I go to work. So okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope all of your goals come true this year. Stay safe, love you all, have a wonderful week. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, it really does help my channel do better. Love you all. Mwah.